Welcome back, true believers and all you spectacular Spidey fans, to another sensational episode of Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales 101. And if you thought the recent demo showcase for Miles Morales was the only bit of news that we were going to get this week, then boy do I have a treat for you. So to jump into this news right off the bat, which might possibly be seen as a potential leak, is that alongside of the brand new gameplay footage and the massive PlayStation blog post for Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales, which I did take time to fully break down in my previous video, which I will leave as a link in the description in case you missed out on it, is that we now have fully revealed to us the official pre-order bonuses that do come entailed with the game. And what's crazier is not only does this fully showcase brand new information and suits relating to Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales, but it also displays two brand new editions of the game that you can pick up at launch. And based on these brand new HD screenshots of the game's box art, this is going to come within the form of the Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales Launch Edition, as well as the Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales Ultimate Launch Edition. Now, just to completely confirm ahead of time before all of your wallets start to go berserk, is that both the Miles Morales PS5 Standard Edition as well as the Miles Morales PS5 Launch Edition are both priced at the same exact amount at $49.99 USD. And yes, the same pricing can also be applied for the game's Ultimate Edition as well as the Ultimate Launch Edition, both equally priced at $69.99 USD. And just keep in mind that if you are someone who is going to be playing Miles Morales on the PlayStation 4, the Standard Edition of that game is still going to be equally priced for that console at $49.99 USD, just as it would for the PS5. And the only primary difference that does come between the Standard Edition as well as the Ultimate Edition is the inclusion of the Marvel's Spider-Man Remastered bundle. However, the only downside about these launch editions, depending on exactly where you live in the world, is that Insomniac Games did confirm on Twitter to a fellow user named Matthew Alarcon, saying that the only difference is that the launch editions include the pre-order bonus vouchers inside the box, and that they're only available in North America at this point. So even though it's still currently unclear as to whether or not the game's launch editions will be available within other parts of the world come launch, they're technically only going to be available within North America as of right now. And let me tell you, based on everything that does come equipped with the game's launch editions, this is clearly going to be the absolutely definitive version of the game that you can buy on its day one release. Now, what's really strange about the way this news was posted online is that as of right now, Insomniac Games have not officially posted about the launch editions on their social media pages. But instead, we do have a complete rundown as to exactly what will be featured in the game's launch editions on the PlayStation Direct website as well as Walmart's Gaming's homepage. And while I do apologize in advance for the low resolution image that you are about to see, just know that this is in fact 110% real. And lo and behold, here we have every single one of the Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales pre-order bonuses, which again do come fully stocked with both the game's launch edition as well as the Ultimate Launch Edition. Now, just at a first glance alone, this is already structured extremely similar to what we saw back with Spider-Man PS4, where in the case of that game, the pre-order bonuses in particular allowed you to unlock costumes that Spider-Man could wear and a usable gadget earlier than just simply buying the standard version. Not to mention that the pre-order bonuses also came bundled with a completely decked out Spider-Man PS4 avatar set and a dynamic theme, as well as 5 extra skill points, which, in case you don't know, could be used to upgrade Spider-Man quickly throughout the game's progression. But the main reason as to why these pre-order bonuses for Spider-Man PS4 were so good in the first place is that you could still fully unlock every single one of these items, minus that of the avatar set and the dynamic theme, if you just bought the game normally and played through the game on your own free time. And the reason why I bring all this up is because I do believe the same exact thing is going to occur for Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales, where even though you will be getting 2 brand new suits as well as a completely new gadget and 3 extra skill points that you can use to upgrade Miles throughout the progression of the story, I think it's safe to say that you will be able to unlock every single one of these items if you just play the game normally. But just in case you're someone like myself who wants to unlock all of these items as early as possible, then I would definitely recommend to pre-order Miles Morales as soon as you can. Because seeing how quickly the pre-orders are selling out for the PlayStation 5 console itself, who knows how many copies will be around for Miles Morales. Now, what's even more intriguing about this pre-order bonus is that in similar Spider-Man PS4 fashion, they did begin with showing off one of the 2 pre-order suits and leaving the other one as a complete silhouette. And even though this time time around we're getting 2 extra pre-order costumes instead of 3, they're still going about promoting them in a similar hyped up fashion. Where mainly in the case of Spider-Man PS4, we did receive 3 completely separate looks of Spider-Man from his history within the comics, as well as the movies, and even a completely original Insomniac Games design. And obviously, these suits related to the Spider-Punk costume, the Avengers Infinity War costume, which was revealed during around the time of the main movie's release, and even the fully original Velocity suit, which was initially revealed during San Diego Comic-Con 2018. And as we see here clear as day for Miles Morales, he does have a completely original costume now known as the tracksuit, as well as a second suit which is being kept as a mystery right now. However, based on the information that was revealed about the official description for the pre-order bonuses, I think a lot of you are gonna be hyped to know exactly what this suit may potentially be. So while this image of the Miles Morales pre-order bundle did originate from the PlayStation Direct website, the official description as to what the pre-order bonuses are going to feature does come from Walmart Gaming. And to begin, we do have an official breakdown of the brand new costume we see Miles wearing. This brand new costume was designed by Javier Garron, one of the talented Marvel artists on the Miles Morales Spider-Man comic book series. Zip up the time response activated circuit kinetic suit, also known as the tracksuit, and unlock the untrackable suit mod. And of course, as it is pretty self-explanatory, we do get a second costume within this pre-order bundle which has yet to be announced. Moving on with what appears to be a brand new gadget for Miles to use in the game is now known as the Gravity Well gadget. Get a web up with the early unlock of the Gravity Well gadget. Pull enemies together to knock them down and disarm them with this new combat device. And the last item on the pre-order list, which isn't that surprising, is extra skill points that you can use to upgrade Miles early on in the game. Learn new powers and combat abilities more quickly with extra skill points to spend. Now, in case you forgot, Insomniac Games have previously confirmed that there are going to be brand new suit mods and gadgets within Miles Morales PS5 that are going to be unique to Miles' playstyle. So knowing that we can expect a similar type of upgrade system to be featured within Miles Morales' game, just like what we saw within Spider-Man PS4, is just very reassuring to say the least. Although I still am very curious to see exactly how a fully upgraded Miles Morales is going to play in comparison to how we start off with Miles when beginning the game. And even though the Gravity Well gadget in particular does sound like a similar type of gadget to the suspension matrix within Spider-Man PS4, I'm still extremely excited to see that Insomniac's specialty be featured within Miles' game, with all the gadgets being implemented within Spider-Man's unique fighting style. But of course, the main question I bet all of you are asking yourselves right now is what is going to be the second mysterious suit within this pre-order bundle? Well, what if I were to tell you that the second suit that is going to be attached with the Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales pre-order bonuses is none other than the one and only iconic costume from Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Now, what's crazy about this is that this information was posted at the very end of the Walmart Gaming webpage, where underneath all the Marvel Spider-Man pre-order bonuses, you could find all the legal jargon that does pertain to the game, including the confirmation that Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales is going to be at least 50 gigabytes worth of storage for PS4 and PS5 users. But if you do manage to look at the very bottom of all the legal claims for Marvel and Sony, is that right there, clear as day, the Into the Spider-Verse suit has an official legal document from Sony, claiming that they do have the rights to use the suit within the game. Now, given the fact that this is obviously a standalone spin-off Miles Morales game, it would only make sense that Insomniac were to include probably one of, if not his most iconic suit in recent media. So seeing that Insomniac were going to feature the Spider-Verse suit within Miles Morales was pretty much a no-brainer. But what is extremely cool about this is just like how the Marvel's Avengers Infinity War suit was one of the pre-order costumes for Spider-Man PS4, it looks like that the second pre-order suit for Miles Morales is going to be from his own movie, with obviously the Into the Spider-Verse costume. Although, even if it turns out that the Into the Spider-Verse suit is not the second pre-order costume, just know that it is pretty much officially confirmed at this point that the Into the Spider-Verse suit will be within Miles Morales one way or another. And if the legal document of the Spider-Verse suit wasn't enough, it has actually now up to this point been deleted from the website's description, indicating that it was probably in Insomniac and Marvel Games' best interest that they didn't want to reveal that surprise too early. So if for some reason you weren't someone who was fully hyped on this game beforehand, hopefully these pre-order bonuses may have changed your mind. And luckily for me, I already managed to fully place my pre-order for the Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales Ultimate Launch Edition. So even though I may not be able to actually get my hands on a PlayStation 5 console at launch, at the very least I will will have the most definitive version of the game on its day one release. But with all that said, everyone, that's the video I have for you today, and please let me know all your thoughts in the comments section down below. What do you think about all these amazing pre-order bonuses for Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales, and based on the 4 current editions of the game that we do know exist as of right now, which one are you personally planning on purchasing by its day one launch? Again, if you're a die-hard Spider-Man fan who truly wants to experience the best version of Miles Morales possible with the addition of the remastered version of Spider-Man PS4, then I would highly suggest to purchase either the Ultimate Edition or the Ultimate Launch Edition. And even though it might come off a little bit on the pricier side, I still think the overall product that you are getting will definitely be worth it. But until next time, everyone, thank you all so much for watching. Stay spectacular, Spidey fans. Feel free to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you did enjoy. And without further ado, peace out.
I can't believe it. Look at it, it's perfect, it's red.
That's the first ever red PlayStation.
This is the first time anyone's ever seen it in public, so thank you for bringing that to Comic-Con.
We're right up there.